Just a little bit of pleasure to see it come to pass. Now, on the journey of her fight, it took her through a lot of phases. One of those phases stripped her of something that she deemed that made her feel good in some ways, shape, or form. And she wanted to get pretty and fly today. Just to show off how good God is. You hear me? I know you're in the church. Hold on. Every time I say Miss Debra, y'all gotta make some noise, alright? Go back. Go sit back down. We're gonna do this the right way. I think y'all understand. We had a celebration here. This is a sold out show. You hear me? Ain't no more seats. Standing room only. We got 2 seats right here in the band section. If y'all need to sit down, you just gotta get up when they start. But at this time, to tell her story. And it's been a journey. And I can't wait to hear it. The smile on her face just tells it all. She's been bubbling all week long. I talked to her early this week, and all she been giving me was thumbs up. Thumbs up. I love it. Let's do it. And I'm just happy. I'm happy for you. If ain't nobody else happy, I'm happy for you. You hear me? I want y'all to give it up for this Debra. She makes so way for a program.
Y'all better stand up and give me a second of it. I am just kidding. But through my process, I literally, and I'm going to back it up a little bit. Lord, I'm so grateful to God. First of all, because He has allowed me. Everybody know me as the wild child, right? So literally, God said, it's time. All the time. She's 24, and I'm like, you're in college. It's time to stop playing it. And I say that, but God was saying that to me as I was saying it to her. You know, I'm like, stop playing and get serious. Got like, little girl, you know, settle down. But that was actually God talking to me as well through my daughter. So I'm so grateful to God for this opportunity, for the entire process. A majority of you probably know already my story about the process, but I am going to go into a little bit details, not a lot of details. Stretching, like, what's going on? Like, oh, what's happening? What's happening? And Renee, where you at? Because I know I scared you to death if you're in the building. My cousin Renee, she's kind of like a little nurse, so I'm on her machine. I'm like, Renee, I don't know what's going on. I'm having a heart attack. I'm talking to her machine. So just imagine listening to your answer machine. I was literally, I don't know what was going on that day, but I was having a little heart attack that day. And I'm so blessed to have you all in my life. Monique was at the walk, and she started calling me like, what's going on there? You all right? Do I need to come to the hospital? Like, literally, like, what's going on? But that's where it started, where I began to go to the doctor and have visits, and they began to say, something's going on up there that's not right. And they thought it was a lot worse. Well, it might have been a lot worse, but God. Woo-hoo. When I tell you that my whole right side of my body was literally, am I lying, Monique? My whole right side of my body was literally shutting down. I was in so much pain. I don't know, were you on the phone with me when I was literally like, I was screaming and hollering. It was me and Siri. It was just me and Siri. I said, Siri, where's the nearest hospital? Take me to the nearest hospital. So I don't know if it was God that was driving the car that got me to that hospital that day, but it was just me and Siri that got me to the hospital that day. And as they began to take me through tests, they found the breast cancer, and my doctor said, oh, Lord Jesus, you got all these other ailments going on, and I had this going on, and I had that going on, and she was like, it might be spreading throughout your body, and she was literally freaking out. But, you know, I'm like, you must not know the God I serve. You know, like, I need you to calm down. Because I know, you know, I got some praying people. I got a praying grandma. You know, I come from a praying family. So, not only, my regular family, my friends, I got a whole lot of praying folk in my corner. Piano down, and I said, "Look, girl, listen, your mama might not be here long." And I began to prepare, but I also knew who my father was. So, it's okay to prepare. I reached out to my girl, Vanetta. That's why you see New York life up here. Where you at, Vanetta? Okay. But I reached out to my girl, Vanetta, to make sure, because y'all ain't going to be taking up no little more money talking about y'all need some money to bury me. Y'all. I mean, of course, I had the little insurance on the job, and but what happened when you're not with that job no more? You don't have insurance anymore. You literally, and I'm here to be a complete advocate. God, I'm a soldier for God through this process because He put me through this for a reason. But it was very important that I reached out and did my own homework. I have a wonderful breastie. Where are my breasties at? Woo! I met a lot of breasties that helped me through the process. That was literally, it felt so good. My wonderful cousin Langston, he was like, "If you need me to be there for you, you need me to go to the hospital with you, what you need?" Monique was always calling me every day, "Where you at? What you need? What you need?" Miss Helen was there for me. It was not one moment that I didn't get a phone call. All the way from Miami, my cousin, my amazing cousin, Nolisha, was like, "How much money you need? What you need? You need anything?" Dexter, he was, everybody in this building was truly amazing. Whether it was a prayer, whether it was a phone call, whether it was just a word. You have to have a village, and that's what I had. I had an amazing village. So as I went through my process, somebody looked at me and thought it was kind of easy. But there was some days that I sat home in that bed and cried in pain. There was a lot of days I cried all day long, just hurting, just in pain. I think Marilyn came over to the house and she sat there and tried to feed me and take care of me, and I just had tears in my eyes, right, Marilyn? It's just, it's not an easy process. But with God on my side, I was able to go through this process. So I didn't want to be up here long, so I know I cut my story short. I know that you guys have, like I said, you've always looked at me as the wild child, but God has actually taken me, and I had to literally surrender and say, "You know what, God, it's not my life. If you want me to continue with this life, then have your way, Lord. Lord, it's not my desire, it's your desire. Whatever your will is for my life." I thought I wanted to be, I'm this sex person. This is who I am. No, God, that's not who I was. God said you're a people's person because I put you on earth for a reason. And it took me 52 years to get that, y'all. It took me, I made it. And it took me 52 years to physically give up what I thought what I wanted for my life, or what I thought my life was supposed to be. But the moment that I released and said, "You know what, Lord, whatever you want for my life, what do you want for my life?" And that's when things got so much easier. I go to my doctor still to this day, and she's like, "I don't know how." I'm like, "I know." I don't like going to doctors that don't believe in God or don't believe in prayer or don't understand it, because it irritates me. But I got a letter the other day saying that she was no longer my doctor because she was moving to do something else. I was like, "Okay, God."
He moved.
I was like, "Okay, God," and it's amazing. We went in a couple weeks. When I first started planning this event, we went into consecration, and I used to struggle with my story because I I felt like I went through it easy. I had it easy. I had everything I needed. A lot of y'all, I put together a list and I was like, okay, these are the things that I need. And everybody was sending me this and sending me that and sending me money. And I think got down to my little Miami crew. And Nolisha was like, I'm getting everything out on the list. So I didn't have much of a need. Monique called me every single day, like, what you need, girl? I'm like, Monique, I'm good. Like, literally, she was like, I'll come down there. I'll go to the hospital. I'll be there for you. Like, and it was just, when I think about the goodness, man. Oh, Jesus. Don't make me start shouting and start crying up in here, y'all. But, oh, Jesus, when for some of y'all that do go to church with me, you probably look over there and see me crying sometimes, but God was so good to me through this process. It was, I got a phone call, inbox from my honoree, Breasty over here, Christy, and she'll tell you, I wasn't talking to her, God was talking to her. Because the stuff that I was saying, you would never have thought that had to be me, right? So I'm just gonna end it by saying, I have, because I'm gonna say more later on about where I'm headed with this. But I'm so excited about what God has done for me. I'm thankful for you all, because you all was a part of this journey along with me. Everybody, I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. I mean, my little Debra over there, my little German over there, call me every day, but what's going on? What's wrong? What's wrong? So I'm so grateful for the phone calls, the text messages, the gifts, for everything that I received. You all made it so much easier for me. I mean, it's most important to have a village, so we're gonna be a village for somebody else. And like I said, I'm gonna be quiet because I'm trying to go forward in the program.
Wasn't anything that I was trying to hear, but God. And I was alone. I was divorced, and my children was away in college. So I too had to have a village. My sister, April Johnson, some people know her as being out in the community doing different things. She's like, we're gonna do this. She went out and started helping me. But on my 1-year anniversary, I was surprised with an anniversary gathering. I didn't know they were having that for me, and everyone started hard. I decided at that moment, I'm going to give back to ladies doing what I'm doing and going through that might not have what I have. Amen. So that's when I birthed the organization, Women Helping Women. And what we do is we have family and friends or co-workers or whomever nominate someone that they feel could use a financial blessing role, but with similar. I did a double mastectomy. I knew from the beginning, this is what I want. I'm not doing it, I'm not having it. We're gonna do this. She's like, well, you're so young. I'm having it, and I did, and I'm glad I did. But there's complications in everything. Nothing is guaranteed. 5 or 6 years later, I had to go back in because some of the equipment they were using.
And may it be sanctified. We thank you for allowing us to gather here in your name to celebrate this brunch in honor of Debra K. Westbury, first cancer-free year. According to James 1:17, every good gift and every perfect present is from above. We are reminded by Psalms 39:14, life is a precious gift from God.
Don't say nothing. See, that's why you're hard headed right now. The man say, don't say nothing. Shut up.
And it's up to you how much you see. You don't know.
That's it.
Never stop. I can take it like that. Big line talk.
All night.
All day. On the way. They call all you have to say is.
You say I got one more song? You got one more song? You say I got one more song?
Yeah, I'm one of them. And when I found out, October 13th, I turned 50 years old. I was excited, planning my 50-year birthday cruise, everything, preparing, getting ready to go. I knew I had that appointment to go for my mammogram on the 16th when I got back. So,
All right.
and I don't want to say, because I have used the word, that I'm vanity, but you know, when you see yourself a certain way,
That's right. That's right.
and then you go to that mirror and it's not you.
Yes.
I mean, that's something. So, I mean, not only do you deal with it physically, you deal with it emotionally, you deal with it mentally, and I'm still going through it. I had some complications in February. I had to have another surgery. I go back to I've never been to the doctor as much as I've been in the last 6 months, you know, with oncologists, you know, breast doctor, you know, but I'm like, Lord, you know what? I probably don't put 30,000 miles on my car, but it's okay. I'm going because I'm going to live.
That's right.
And if I can help one person, you know, with my story, it's like, it's all, you know, it's all worth it. And when I had one female that I used to work with, she actually inboxed me last.
I have to ask because I was told by my churn, my best friend, and my grandmother I can't use it. But I figured I would scale the room if y'all said So we good. We're going with it. Perfect. I was diagnosed October 4th, 2023. I found my lump on my own January 7th, 2023. I refused that. Yeah, I did. Don't make my daughter mad because she probably run up here and hit me. I didn't tell anyone. I was at the gym. And he said, what? I said, nothing. Everything good. We're cool. And I continued to work out. And for 9 months, I told no one nothing. I'm a hospice counselor. I only see the 37% that don't make it from cancer. I never see the other 63. So all I know is those that don't. So in my mind, oh Lord, I'm about to die. Oh, what's gonna happen to my babies? What am I gonna do? And then I messed around and gave one of my babies a hug, and she was like, ew. So I had to go. Well, once I went and I got diagnosed, and I shed not another tear behind this, because all you did, excuse me, come that bad word again, was about the shit that was left at Jesus' feet at the bottom of that cross. You removed it, now they gotta take it up out of you, get it gone. You are not to cry. So when I talk to everybody, my words were the same. I'm telling you this now. You ain't got but one time to cry. If you cry in front of me again, I'm putting you out, I'm hanging up on you. We not crying. I'm healed. And that was my thing from day I am healed.
When the smiler went down, I was like, that's all I got. That's all I got. I came out of the circle like, okay. Ooh, I like these breasts. I was like, thank you, Jesus. No stomach, nice breasts, and then the swelling went to going down.
I have lost several, two sisters and several other loved ones from breast cancer. My aunt passed from breast cancer as well. So in honor of those that have gone on before us, we are going to count to 3. Say whatever you want to say to whoever you're speaking to. And we're going to reach out to them.
My granddaddy. I love you, Grandpa. Y'all just polluting the atmosphere, but it's all right. The people like, what? Don't worry, I got it the first time.